I'm Tyler McGrath from Toronto, Ontario. I'm a fourth year here at Suffolk, and I rap in Boston under the name TOD, Tyler on Demand. Check me out.
Get it, if you with it, you can get it. If there's more in store for me, won't you tell me what else? Cause the way that you dance already put me in a trance. Wanna put you on my waist and wrap you around like a belt.
I first started listening to music like in my childhood from as far back as I can remember. My parents have always played music in our house, and it was always a range. You had your classics like Bob Marley, the Fugees, then you'd get like Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen. My mom's Nigerian, so you'd have some traditional Nigerian music in there, and I've always been surrounded by it. My family is a family of music lovers, so it's always been around. In terms of making music, I really started about 2 years ago in sophomore year. Just started making beats in my dorm room. Shout out to Miller. But I've always kind of like written music, whether it was just lyrics or prose form and just not to beats. I always did that kind of from about 12 years old, but it really started evolving, like I said, that sophomore year, and these past 2 years have been exponential growth. Definitely rap for sure. Like it's always bars, it's always about the craft. I'm like from love songs, from party songs to introspective songs. It's always about bars first and just flowing on the beat. I'm really into lyrics and into telling a story when I'm rapping. And so I would definitely say rap off top. I would say hip hop just because of like the contemporary field and understanding and the blend that happens between hip hop and rap. But hip-hop to me more signifies a culture than a genre that formed out of rap music, and historically and most specifically Black American culture and the Black American experience. And while I am technically part of that, like I am American, I am half Black, I am literally Nigerian American, so literally African American, I didn't grow up here. I don't exactly identify with the Black American experience in the traditional sense, so and I think that fed into how I approached rap and how I approached making music, which is of the craft, of the art form. That's why like I'm dedicated to that. And I think it's undervalued both from the consumer side and the artist side, the dedication to the craft and the dedication to the artistry. And so that's why whenever people ask, I specifically say rap, and then hip hop's there.
Hi, I'm Isaac Schutz. I'm 21 years old. I go to Northeastern University majoring in game design and music technology. I'm currently the co-op at the Snell Library Recording Studios, and in terms of my actual work, I primarily do sound design and music for video games. I've known Tyler since the start of the year, so I just started working at the recording studios in January, and Tyler was one of the first people that I ended up working with here. For the most part, I mean, it's always been a pleasure to work with him. He's definitely the most prepared person to come in to record here. There's definitely been times where like other people have come in with like half-written songs or like no material and need like a lot of assistance from us, but Tyler always has like plenty of stuff to work on. He's prepared with his writing and all of the music that he wants to get done at every session. The best thing that he does is like he always knows the timestamps when in the song that he wants us to start any recordings from, and that's always just smooths over any workflow.
Like second half, just of that verse again.
Hey, right back to the beginning, please.
Save that at all?
Nah, I'm gonna split it up this time. So let's do it again.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna split it up. You can stop that. But can you pick me up right there, please?
He always comes in with a bunch of new songs, new lyrics, new tracks for us to work on. Every time he's in the studio, which is like, it's good for us because that gives something, a lot of diversity to listen to. So like people can book 3-hour sessions, and in that we might get 10 songs done, and that's obviously a lot more fun for us recording him as opposed to somebody that we're gonna spend 3 hours on the same song, taking 20 takes on every different part, so that just gets tiring sometimes. I think the biggest thing is just in terms of consistency in the songs that he's bringing in. It's definitely overall the level has just improved in every way.
My name is Emilio Guido. I go to Northeastern. I'm a communications and media screen studies major, and I'm mainly a filmmaker, and that's partially how I know Tyler as well. I think Tyler and I met about 4 years ago. When we both started college, we met through somebody else, and then it just kind of grew through friendship and creativity. and we kind of both went through music and that being an influence on us and wanting to make our own music, and he's pursuing that as I pursue filmmaking. There's been rapid growth, I would say, from the times where we used to just rap in the dorm rooms and just like record in dorm rooms, or go to other people's places and record. And his content, I would say, has evolved as in like a mature aspect, and I would say he's also constantly writing music and working, so that's why he's able to grow at a fast rate.
There's no, hey, feeling lifted, yeah, I'm drifted pretty high tonight. I'm on a vibe in the sky with the guiding light.
Inspiration comes from my life, like in general, to be very broad with it. I speak and write to my life, whether that is events that literally have happened, or whether it's my imagination, whether it's my emotional interpretation of anything, whether it's like relationships, whether it's fears, whether it's ambitions, whether it's any of that stuff. It started kind of as a hobby because I've mentioned that I've been writing just for a very long time. It's just something I always kind of did on my free time. But in that sophomore year, 2 years ago, I decided, hey, I think I could really make a career out of this. I think I could make a life out of this, because it is more than a career ultimately that I want at the end of the day. Like, I want impact, legacy. I want to impart not just wisdom, but just experience, just because we all have different experiences. I've had a life that I've noted is pretty unique from my peers and just other people around me, and that means that I've seen and done things that they necessarily haven't. So I might see and approach the world in ways that they might not, and that doesn't make it better or worse. It's just, luck of the draw. It's just where life happened to take me, and all of those things, all of that experience, all of those life moments, I could try to communicate through the music, and in hopes of imparting something. Like, I want people to feel something when they listen, to connect to it somehow. So a career, definitely, but I'm also aiming for higher than that. I make music that everyone would enjoy. I think I have something for everybody. It's pretty family friendly. I don't really swear too much. It's good music to listen to, for one, and it's also good music to kind of get lost into. Each song being its own world that you can visit. And every time I push play on one of my songs, that's what I try to do. I try to envision it as if it's its own little world, or somebody else looking into it from a different standpoint. And I think that helps me make my best stuff. And it also helps me connect with others when I speak on themes, just themes that relate to anybody, emotions, ambitions, dreams. Again, like, I keep mentioning these things because they're that integral to what I do. And I think everyone will like it. Check me out at Tyler on Demand 13, and at SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, TOD. Check me out.